In the first episode of Season 2, we will talk about how our products can assist you with the prevention and restoration of blemishes. Please subscribe to our channel and stay up to date with all the episodes in our Aging Gracefully series. And after watching the video, hit that like button as always and take up your very own Restion resolution. Welcome to Restion, the skincare resolution. Let's continue on our journey to age gracefully. Our skincare armor in this episode is the Shed range, which will assist you with restoring blemishes. Hello everyone, and welcome back. So what's so interesting here is you're now getting a full-on view of the face behind the voice. I'm Paul, and boy have I got a surprise for you guys. We spoke about Peter Stolz, the founder of Restion, but more importantly than that, the mad scientist who steered us through our process during Season 1, and we had a great laugh. But what a pleasure it is to have Peter here with us this evening. Hello, Peter.
Hello, Paul. Hello, everyone.
How's it going?
Very well.
Awesome.
We are in Nice-Net. Always well in Nice.
I've got to tell you, this is a bit different, isn't it? Because now we have to laugh and pretend. We can't just stop our voice and carry on. But this is fun. This is going to be great. Thank you so much, Peter, for being here. After creating Season 1 and looking at what we called breakouts and the process of breakouts and the routines, we had a lot of feedback from our customers, but there was something that we missed. And you brought it up in our last discussion.
Yes. Yes, we had somebody that asked, what about breakouts on the body? Like a lot of teenagers and older people as well have breakouts on their back and chest, and what to do about that. And we can just pick up on the whole breakout. The previous episode, the last episode, is more serious.
Chronic breakouts, Peter.
Chronic breakouts,
yeah.
Where we discussed the use of Shed 3. But on the body, we can use the same principle. In other words, we can use cleanser, and then instead of toner and the rest of it, we just use what we call Shed body. The Shed body is textured, formulated slightly differently.
Okay.
And that goes well on body breakouts. Chest and back and buttocks. So,
okay.
If there are open lesions, obviously the Shed body will sting a little bit at first.
Sure.
But as you start to heal, that will go.
Okay. And I presume this is both for young people and elderly people,
yes.
Middle-aged people?
Yes, the Shed body, well, most people that use the Shed body at the moment are older people, especially on their feet and so on. We'll discuss that a little bit later.
Okay.
But for breakouts, just apply it at night after a shower or bath.
Okay.
And in the mornings, just rinse it off again.
Okay. Oh, excellent. Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm speaking to the mad scientist and somebody who is kind of out there with all his information. I'm going to have to ask you to excuse me, but I'm going to have my questions that I want to pose to Peter in front of me. I've got to read these, Peter, otherwise I'm going to get lost. You don't get lost, I do. So the exciting part of Shed Body and the introduction of that, in addition to our entire range around breakouts, is you can jump onto our website and you can get onto www.skinrestion.com and go and have a look and find Shed Body, order it through our website, through our e-commerce site, and get going and assist yourself. What I found so fascinating was, as a result of our first season, the amazing return and feedback that we got from you, the customer, about the regimes, the daily regime. If I remember correctly, how many times do I need to cleanse, Peter? Twice. Okay.
Twice.
Yeah, we figured that one out, didn't we? But the important part was that the routine that Peter so adamantly went through and taught you guys, there's been great feedback on that, and there's been amazing use of the products and the 4 products that we spoke of, and things are really, really going well. Even through the chronic breakouts that we had with Booster and Target Gel and Shed 3, which was truly amazing. So with that sorted, we're now on to season 2, Peter, and we're facing an interesting word and a definition that was put together by Restion called hyperchroma. Talk to me about hyperchroma, just for a moment.
Well, it's all about pigmentation and hyperpigmentation. Chroma pigmentation, so hyperpigmentation, and spots of hyperpigmentation.
So, Peter, we're speaking hyperpigmentation, hyperchroma this season, and we're looking specifically at blemishes during our first episode. Talk to us about blemishes, please.
Well, blemishes, normally what we talk about are the hyperpigmented marks, spots on the skin that develop after bouts of breakout. So it follows on from season 1.
So in fact, I mean, this is the perfect follow-up, hyperchroma to...
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
So the whole mechanism of spots of hyperpigmentation starts with inflammation.
Okay.
If for whatever reason you had spots of inflammation or areas of inflammation on your skin, there is that big danger that those areas can develop hyperpigmented spots. And what we want to discuss now are specifically the blemishes which develop as a result of heavy breakouts from breakouts.
Okay. Peter, how to prevent them? Tell us the process.
Well, to prevent, obviously, you have to go back to season 1.
Okay.
And aggressively attack, have a resolution,
make
a decision.
Okay. Oh, that makes sense.
To do something about it.
Okay.
And if you can minimize and reduce your breakouts, then of course you will prevent the follow-up.
Sure.
And also, as we said in season 1, be careful, especially teenagers, to self-treat, squeeze, pinch, play with your face. That aggravates it, creates more inflammation.
Okay.
And if it gets very bad, don't be shy, involve your doctor, involve the salons. We have a lot of support in salons, and they use our products as great tools. So don't be shy, go to them, make the decision and
make a resolution.
Make a resolution and treat it aggressively.
I know we went through this in great detail, but just for a moment, let's just quickly touch on that routine again, so we just have it.
Well, it starts off with cleansing.
Yeah.
And cleansing.
And cleansing, Maltwea, twice.
And then toning.
Yeah.
And the toner, as we said before, are really skin conditioners.
Yes.
You can either spout it on a softie and rub it on your face,
yes.
or if you want to be fancy, you can mist it on your
yes.
face after cleansing,
yeah.
and use your fingertips to pat it dry. And in the mornings, obviously, follow on with your Ultra Day,
yes.
SPF 20. At night, after cleansing, toning,
yeah.
then it depends on which stage you are as far as breakouts are concerned. But invariably, you will end up with Target Gel.
Okay. Peter, if someone never knew about the Restion resolution and they do have blemishes and they'd like to restore, how do they start or how do they tackle that?
Well, there we have to introduce you to the whole shed range. Okay. And then it depends on your situation, the severity of your blemishes, and also your age. And here I want to say again, don't be shy to involve your medical doctor or aesthetic doctor or your salon.
Yeah.
From our side, we can give professional guidance as well. But if you have a salon in your area that has access to Restion, it's so easy to go in there and get an opinion and get the regime. But of course, we are going to give it to you now.
Peter, it's something I want to also stress and maybe emphasize with the customers and the listeners of these videos, and that is whenever you order or whenever you're on our e-commerce site, it's critical that if you have a question, we have that little comments box. Every single one of your orders is read and gone through in detail. We look at some of the products when you order them, and should we feel that, for example, you're ordering a shed routine, we actually make contact with you. During your ordering process, if you have a question, put that question into the box and we'll get back to you. We'll look at your contact details and we'll make contact with you. So that what you've said there by using either the aesthetic specialist, the salon, the beautician, or the doctor, absolutely. But we also advise when somebody is not using a specialist and wants to go through the product routines, we'll gladly assist. So make contact with us at any time. Peter, why and how does the shed range help with the treatment of hyperpigmentation?
Well, just to explain a little bit more about the shed range, it is our exfoliation range, which differs from, I think, a lot of what people got used to in the past. If you use the shed regime properly, as advised by ourselves or by your medical professional or salon dermatologist, it is very forgiving. It's almost not possible to make a mistake and to overuse it or be damaged by it. It's very, very forgiving. But still, it is a powerful product that must be used correctly and with a bit of caution. So that is why I say that if we have a teenager with blemishes that wants to treat it, then we stick to the regime that was given in episode 1, except we carry on with shed 3.
Okay. That's for a younger person.
That's for the younger person. Except in our next episode, we will come to the actual products which then augment the pigmentation, the hyperpigmentation. In other words, how to treat the hyperpigmentation. But it is necessary to get stuck in with a shed, first of all, first and foremost, because the shed exfoliates the area around the spots of hyperpigmentation, and it more or less prepares your skin to accept these products, and it makes it work so much faster and so much more efficient.
Okay.
So we start with shed 1 always, unless the salon or medical professional will advise something else after doing a proper skin analysis.
Skin analysis, okay.
But we are always there as well. So we have a WhatsApp number that's advertised on our webpage. And if you are not sure, don't be shy, send us a photograph and we look at your skin, and we will send you a whole WhatsApp regime as well. That we do every so.
And I just want to stress that, please, the WhatsApp line that we have goes directly to Peter or to Emka, and you can send a photograph and you immediately get an analysis from them. So please use that.
Yes, so the shed 1 is applied after cleansing. Toning.
Yes.
For the first 2 nights or 3 nights, we, especially if you are what we call a shed newbie.
Okay. I remember you called me something else, but we'll stay with newbie. This is a family program. Okay.
So the shed newbie, will experience shed a little bit differently.
Yes.
Because as you get used to this range,
Yes.
you establish what we call a shed memory on your skin.
Yes.
And having had shed 2 or 3 or 4 days hence, it just becomes a normal product you apply. You don't feel all the tingling and burning most of the time. There are some individuals that will always have that little bit of tingling and itchy sensation.
I can attest that the tingling went away after my 3rd or 4th.
Okay, so
that's true.
for a newbie, first time, cleansing, toning, apply shed 1,
Yes.
and then mark the time. Apply it to your forehead, your T-panel, and avoid the eye area, and go down as far as you think your face goes. That depends on.
I'm going to leave that right there.
What the problem is. So, having marked the time,
Yes.
look at about 30 minutes or so for the first time. Then we cleanse and cleanse again. Tone, and then you need to apply dermal. The product is dermal repair serum, and that will assist in taking the tingling and sensation away. And then you go to sleep. You need not really tone on the first application, but you need to tone after the cleansing.
Okay.
And then the following night, and of course in the morning,
Yes.
you have to cleanse
Yes.
and tone,
Yes.
and apply Ultra Day Moisturizer SPF 20. That is very important, because now, having had your first dose of shed 1, you will be more sun sensitive. So it's very important to have this, even if you wear makeup.
Yes.
First apply your Ultra Day Moisturizer. Makeup can go off. Tinted moisturizer as well. The second night you're going to do the same. Try and apply it for a little bit longer.
Yes.
And the third night, if you think that you need another short one, okay, try and make it 90 minutes. And from then on, the routine changes slightly.
So this is now after 2 or 3 nights of a period where critically the cleansing and the toning after that period is very critical. Then you sleep, obviously go through then cleansing and toning again in the morning, put on your SPF. But now we're looking at after that newbie status is kind of worn off, and we're going now onto the 3rd or 4th day. What happens then?
Now, the night routine, cleanse, tone, and then you do the application, shed 1,
Yes.
and you leave it on, and you go to sleep.
For the entire evening,
The entire evening. And then in the morning, you double cleanse, tone, Ultra Day Moisturizer SPF 20, and then of course, if you use a tinted moisturizer, do that, and makeup. If you're like me, I don't use makeup.
You fib like a cheap watch, Pierre. I'm joking, you don't. I know, I can attest to that. I've travelled with you enough to know that.
Okay. So, and then you count the days from the night that you started using it throughout the night, and then you try and carry on for about 8
days.
8 nights.
Okay.
8
Or 8
nights.
years.
Yeah.
8 nights. Okay.
Unless you're under supervision of an aesthetic center, like a skin clinic, they might want you to carry on longer, but it is important that you follow their instructions, because they are trained to do it a little bit differently. For the run-of-the-mill house treatment, we say 8 days.
Okay.
and then you go into a rest period of 3 to 4 nights where you don't use any shed. You just replace the shed with the dermal repair serum.
That's during your rest period.
Yes.
Okay.
And after that rest period, then you go to the lower concentration of shed, which is shed 2. And you don't have to introduce it softly now, because you've got the shed memory on your skin.
So it's an all-night application.
It's an all-night application right from the start, also for 8 nights. And by then we will start to introduce some of the pigmentation
products directly. So Peter, just to recap, I think shed is a critical product of ours, and it is one which is not taken lightly. We take the application of it very seriously. I think the one thing that you did say, which, correct me if I heard you correctly or incorrectly, is the cleansing of once you have put shed on for whichever period it is, if it's one of the first hour, the 2 hours, or the 3 hours in those first 3 nights, or it is through the night. The cleansing of that specific application is of utmost importance.
Yes.
I remember you at an event saying, sunlight and going outside after putting shed on in the evenings is a no-go before you have cleansed, properly toned, and you have your Ultra Day SPF on your face.
Yes.
Okay.
But it must be cleansed off and rinsed off.
All right.
Very well.
Okay. Peter, it's been an amazing time chatting to you again, and now the faces behind the voices, which is really exciting, and to be on camera. And thanks to Imka for putting this whole thing together, going on to season 2, changing the format, and saying to us, come on, get out there and talk directly to the customers and the followers. It's actually quite exciting. Thank you so much. Just in a nutshell, the next process, the next episode, what are we preparing ourselves for?
Well, we are going to introduce the 2 main products which are used to treat those spots of hyperpigmentation.
Okay.
And in this particular case then blemishes.
Okay.
But we will touch on different kinds of spots of hyperpigmentation. Okay.
You're not going to give anything away on the different products, or we're going to keep that a secret?
We keep it a secret.
That's amazing. It's been fun, I must admit. We'll wait and see what the response is and the comments are from you, the listeners and the customers and our friends and family and associates and champions out there, looking at these 2 faces and us giving you commentary on what we believe is an amazing range of products. And at this point in time, Imka's wonderful Aging Gracefully series, and of course our warrior and the armor that we have. These products are the armor. They are your armory against all the different skin processes that we're going to bring to you, and that's what's exciting about it. And this was fun.
Yeah. And any questions, relay any questions to us, either as a comment or look up our WhatsApp number and send us some questions.
Please visit our website, as you very well know, and subscribe. When you hit that like button and you subscribe to this YouTube channel, you'll be seeing us in episode 2 of season 2, which we're going to be excited. We're very excited about. But yes, it will be. It will be happening soon. And yeah, that's it. Peter, thanks. Thanks so much. This was great. It was good fun.
Thank you, everybody.
Thanks. A last word. Always remember, the ultimate success of Restion skincare interventions rely on one's commitment to making a Restion skincare resolution. Ciao, until our next episode from the Restion team.